Some cars drive down the road. An Audi Quattro makes an entrance. I've seen lawnmowers move faster than traffic, and I've seen shopping carts with better handling than most sedans. But a Quattro? That thing shows up like it already paid the rent on the mountain. The first time I saw one tear into a rally stage, I thought someone had strapped a rocket to a filing cabinet and told it to go negotiate with the trees. 4 wheels throwing dirt like a dog that just discovered sand for the first time. And the strangest part? It didn't look like it was trying very hard. That's the secret of confidence. Confidence isn't loud. Confidence just slides sideways through a corner at 90 miles an hour and lets the dust explain the rest. You learn a lot about a car by watching how it behaves when things get a little untidy. A Quattro doesn't panic. A Quattro simply adjusts the conversation. Now, I once watched a Quattro come into a corner so fast, I thought the driver had mistaken the road for a rumor. There was dust, rocks, a cloud big enough to have its own weather system, and somehow the car came out the other side, pointed exactly where it meant to go. That's when I realized something. A Quattro doesn't correct mistakes. It commits to them professionally. And there's a certain dignity in that. I mean, think about it. Most machines are polite. They operate inside the lines. They respect the instructions. The Quattro? The Quattro reads the instructions the way a pirate reads a map. More of a suggestion than a rule. You'll hear the engine winding up like it's about to tell you a secret. Then the turbo kicks in, and suddenly the car moves forward the way a dog moves when someone drops a steak on the floor. Immediate, uncomplicated, extremely motivated. Now, spectators, they love a Quattro. Not because it's tidy, not because it's quiet, but because when one comes through a corner, you can feel the road reconsidering its life choices. There's always that moment. The car appears at the edge of the trees. The engine echoes across the hillside. And everyone standing there suddenly remembers they probably should have picked a safer hobby. Then the Quattro slides through sideways like it's signing its name across the dirt. Clean, confident, a little disrespectful. And when it's gone, there's just dust hanging in the air like the road is still trying to understand what just happened. Now, some people say driving fast is about bravery. But I don't think that's quite right. Bravery implies there's hesitation involved. A Quattro doesn't hesitate. A Quattro assumes the corner will work itself out eventually. And most of the time, it does, which teaches us another valuable life lesson. Sometimes the smartest plan is simply more throttle. Now, I'm not saying that works everywhere. You probably shouldn't try that strategy at the grocery store. But on a rally stage, on a mountain road with gravel and trees and a car that sounds like it's chewing lightning, well now, that's exactly the kind of place where a Quattro feels right at home. And if you listen closely as it disappears down the road, through the echo of the turbo and the rattle of gravel, you might hear the mountain itself mutter something under its breath. Probably something like, well, that fella seems confident. And confidence, my friend, is a very dangerous thing to give a car. Now, if you enjoyed watching a perfectly good road get absolutely disrespected, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you got a soft spot for cars that think gravel is a personality trait, you might as well subscribe. We've got plenty more machines around here that behave exactly the same way. And frankly, I wouldn't trust any of them near a corner.